Hello everyone, here is Anna, the founder of Birdhaus Writing and Publishing. In this series of video, I am helping you and plenty of other authors to get your book done. My mission is to have as many books as possible in my bookshelf, especially the digital one, because I think everyone has something to share in the world and everyone should have their own books for different reasons. Now, if you are in the situation that you have a book within you, but you don't know how to put it down and you don't know how to publish and don't even know what all the process is, then you are in the right place. With those different videos, I'm helping you to create your own strategy. And today this video is going to deblock you on one of the first or the major problem that every first-time writer has, is about how to start writing a book and how to keep writing, which is the most important element. Because so many people have an idea about a book, they maybe start some of the pages and they start writing and then everything stops. And why is that? There are really clear problems that you need to overcome, and I see this over and over again with my clients that needs to be overcome rather quickly. And once you have those overcome at the beginning of your journey, then the rest of the journey is going to be easier. So let's dig into it. The first thing that we need to understand when you speak about your book is about what is the book about. The idea of your book is super important. And you probably have something in your head because you think there is a book within you. Maybe it is about your experience as a private person or as a professional, as a parent. You think that you want to share something with the world because you have learned something, which is great. This is exactly what the books are about, is to sharing knowledge and sharing experience, but you don't know what to do. So the book, the first thing that you need to understand, that every book is based on 3 basic pillars, and you need to define those at the very beginning. The first pillar is the brand. You are your brand. You have an image, you have a brand voice, you have your why, you want to convey a message. And it's important that you start there. You don't start with the content, you start with your brand. Once you define the different element of the brand, of course, you need to work on your audience. You are writing for someone. Of course, at the beginning, the motivation is to be within you, but then you need to have motivation for your audience. You need to define exactly who you are talking to. And this also needs to be defined at the beginning, because if you address your book to a public like kids, it's very different from executive or for entrepreneur that are earning like over $1 million. That's very different kind of audience, and you are going to write differently depending from who you want to reach. This is why it's important you define this at the very beginning. And the third element for your book, of course, is the content. And why it's the last one? Because once you define your brand voice, your why, and you define who are you talking to and who is your audience, then you can define the content and define an outline, which is going to guide you through the full journey. This is something that you need to do at the very beginning of your book journey. If you don't do that, you are going probably to be lost rather fast. Once you have worked on this, then it comes the other part, because then you say, okay, fine, I have defined my 3 pillars. Now what? I am writing, but I really still don't know what I need to do. That is because you need to understand the process. Writing a book, it's not only about writing. You need to write, you need to edit, you need then to find the publishing method, and then you need to promote it. Those are very different phases in different stages that requires different kind of skill sets and also strategy. And the sooner you understand the process, the better you can build the time and the strategy around your book. This is an element that needs to be clarified as soon as possible. If you don't have a clear idea about this process, I advise you to go to the Birdhaus free masterclass. It's a 30 minutes free masterclass that provides you with the most important element, also some guidance on how to strategize the different steps, and will help you to bring your knowledge a little bit higher so that you can keep writing and keep being motivated to write your book. After that, if you still are like in the stage of, I am not sure, why is this and why maybe you are blocked, is because probably you have not put the right priority for your book in your agenda and your calendars. Now, let's stop a moment here to understand why. The book is not a life-threatening project that if you don't achieve it, everything is going to fall apart. The life will go on, your family too, the world will not miss a thing eventually. This is why majority of people, when they start writing, they never accomplish, because there is not enough stakes in the book, meaning that the priority goes down, maybe priority 25, 26, 27, however, plenty of other things, and with the time, your motivation fades away. You need to put your book as a priority. There is no other way. And to do that, you need to consciously make time in your calendar for your book project. And I speak about book project because, of course, at the beginning is about the writing, but later on is going about the editing and the publishing phase and everything else. The book is a big project and needs to be allocated enough time in your calendar and your life to make sure that this is going to happen. And especially if you want to keep this going through the weeks, because it's a long project, priority is key. You need to put it. And if you have a busy life like myself, where I have plenty of activities, it needs to come into your agenda. There is no other options. It needs to be there in the calendar, and having a clear understanding of why you are doing this, what is the motivation, what is for you, for your brand, for your audience, understanding what you want to write, so that when you approach the time that you have allocated for your book, then you know exactly what it needs to be done and how to continue, and there is no writer's block. The last thing that you need to overcome at the beginning of the journey of writing a book and then through the third journey is, of course, you need to overcome the excuses. Why is that? We were speaking about time, which is always the excuse. I don't have time. My life is too busy. I hear this all the time. That's the problem. So you need to sit down with yourself and be honest and see what are all the excuses that you are listing. And you need to list all these excuses and then find solution for them, because only listing the excuses is not going to help. You need to find solutions. And once you are very clear with yourself and understanding all those elements are together, you will then start overcoming the excuses, find solution, making the right priority, and then you understand the process. So you will allocate the time and the energy and maybe build some new skills to understand better how to bring your book to publishing. And this is going to happen. I hope this video helped you to move forward. Start writing a book. It's a super interesting journey that I recommend to everyone. And keep writing is complicated, but with those advices and your good motivation, I'm sure you can achieve it. If you want more information about any of the steps, you can keep watching YouTube with me. Or you can reach Birdhaus, check out our masterclass or the online course, or book a session to go deep dive into your own project. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you soon, your book published.